Recording in progress.
Sorry. Internet crashed, dude. I don't know what the fuck that was. That was wild. And then it like went down. Like my modem was red. I like unplugged it, reset it, and it wouldn't reset. I came up here to look at my.
My modem was red.
Hmm. Uh,
Joseph texted me.
I,
Joseph texted me. He goes, my internet crashed. I'm rebooting.
rebooting, and then it's back up.
It's back up online. Dork.
But you were. What were you saying about
Dork.
everybody was thick and black back in the day? Let's go, dude. Told you.
The reason why Europeans seem to have evolved paler skin relatively recently may relate to dietary changes as people started living in bigger settlements, says Jablonski. Most Paleolithic hunter-gatherers and most Bronze Age peoples probably did get sufficient vitamin D from dietary sources, including from the meat of wild animals, she says. The situation doesn't begin to change significantly until settlements get larger. It is possible that some of the Neanderthal peoples who lived in Europe long before modern humans arrived had pale skin, but there was probably a lot of variation, says Jablonski. Their skin colors probably varied nearly as much in time and space as those of modern humans. Neanderthals and modern humans did interbreed, but they may have happened outside of Europe. Previous studies concluded that pale skin wasn't a trait acquired from the Neanderthals.
So at one point, pale people.
Interbreeding with Neanderthals is dirty.
Yeah, I guess.
God, bro. Say no to the ratchets, homie.
Say no to the Marjorie Taylor Greens.
Yeah, you got your boyfriend up in the White House asking Zelensky why he's not wearing a fucking suit when he was just like fucking ambushed by like JD Vance, the couch fucker. Go fuck yourself. Sorry. That was Marjorie Taylor Greene's boyfriend. Ask that question.
Yeah, she cheated on her husband with a CrossFit yoga guru, and then she also
Who amongst us hasn't, you know?
and then I think she was cheating on her husband with this guy because they got together pretty quickly after her divorce was over.
Yeah, a fucking idiot.
Yeah, they're gross. I mean, that's interesting. That's pretty cool. You're the cold model. You ain't built for the heat, but you built for that cold weather.
For me?
Yeah.
Why? You used to call me fat?
No, you're just pale. You're whiter.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't even know what that even means.
Me neither. It's just a fact.
I listened to a whole podcast about how race is just made up by some asshole in Germany not that long ago, and everybody found out that it was like a bunch of bullshit, and then but then white people were already like kind of liked it because they was like hyping up white people. It was actually like, you know, speaking of the caucasity, it was like they were talking about how Caucasians, like people from like Caucasia,
The mountains of Caucasus.
yeah, the Caucasus, yeah, like it's like out in like fucking what, like Crimea,
No.
no, like Croatia maybe, in that area, I think, like the Black Sea. So, weirdly enough. But like and then like yeah, so it's not even, I don't even know, dude. But anyways, it's all made up. Like in the 1700s, race.
Yeah, because all lives matter.
That's right. You heard it here first on the podcast. Joseph says it. Joseph Huggins, old Man Huggie Productions. All lives matter. Hit us in the brosphere, in the podcast brosphere, dude. Yeah. Andrew Tate, free him.
Bruh, I cannot believe. Where are they right now in the U.S.?
What do you think?
I don't think.
Florida.
No, I didn't think they were going to be let in Florida. Ron DeSantis was like, "We're not letting." He was like, "We're not letting them come into Florida."
Pretty sure he's in Florida, dude. I'm pretty sure Donald Trump overruled that.
He was on one of the Andrew Tate was on Candace Owens, saying crazy shit like, "I wipe my phone every day." You're like, "Good God, bro, that's crazy." Even if you weren't being accused of like being a sex trafficker and just an all-around douchebag, just if anybody told me they wipe their phone every single at the end of every day, I'd be like, "What the fuck are you doing?" That's weird as shit. I start fresh every day. Like, no, that's creepy.
That could be like OCD shit.
No.
Well, obviously not for him, dude. That's
OCD,
a no.
OCD about
That's
it being
a
creepy.
sex trafficker, woman abuser moves.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Allegedly.
But apparently they're opening up cases against them in the U.S. or people are calling to open up cases where it's just like, Trump's like, let them in. The Tate boys. I was a member of their academy online. Great guys.
The greatest. Nobody's ever been great like these guys. What happened?
The mountain.
Okay.
The mountains of Caucasus.
This is from Popular Mechanics. Comb jelly. The warty comb jelly. Nemiopsis liidea is its like scientific name. Is a fascinatingly weird creature that can regenerate parts of its body, reproduce from a larval stage, and even fuse its body with other comb jellies in order to survive when injured. Okay, this is like a jellyfish type thing that we're looking at here. Is also, according to a recent study, can revert from an adult back to its biologically juvenile state after it heals from a traumatic injury or bout of starvation. It's not the only weird sea dweller that can manipulate its age. The similarly goopy ocean blob Turritopsis dorni, or immortal jellyfish, can restart its life from the beginning when it reaches maturity. But instead of the oddity being a sort of default life cycle quirk, M. lady's de-aging process is actively used for survival. Joan J. Soto Angel, a marine biologist from Norway's University of Bergen, and his colleague Paul Burkhardt conducted the study, now published in the Journal of Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences, that discovered this truly strange ability. The researchers tracked the morphological changes of M. lady over the course of about 2 weeks after putting specimens through the ringer. Prior to this new experiment, previous studies had observed adult comb jellies reducing their sizes and body masses to cope with the lack of food and nutrients. However, those older studies had ruled out that M. lady was actually reversing its age, so to speak. But one day, the adult specimen of the jelly that Soto Angel kept in a laboratory tank disappeared, and in its place was a comb jelly in its larval state. Unsurprisingly, this led Soto Angel to the conclusion that there was more to dig into here, and the experiment then commenced in earnest. 65 adult warty comb jellies were isolated in tanks without food for 15 days, after which Soto Angel and Burkhardt fed them a lean diet once a week. The gelatinous lobes that M. lady developed to signify adulthood began to be reabsorbed into the specimens' bodies, and after several weeks, 13 of the 65 specimens had reverted to both the physical appearance and dietary habits of a typical larva. Witnessing how they slowly transitioned to a typical cydipid larva, as if they were going back in time, was simply fascinating, Soto Angel said in a press release from the university. Soto Angel and Burkhardt put 15 of those 65 specimens through even more extensive physical trauma for the sake of the experiment, surgically removing those lobes grown in adulthood to add another stressor by which to measure the jelly's reaction. Of those 15, which were still part of the 65 total jellies, 6 of them reverted their age all the way backward in just 15 days. Compared to the roughly 6 weeks it took 7 of the 50 that didn't undergo the lobotomy to do the same. Clearly, the worse things get for these sea creatures, the more likely they are to retreat back into their childhood. The study's fascinating look at the plasticity of developmental and undevelopmental processes of these mysterious creatures, and opens the question about which other species in the animal kingdom could have some internal de-aging technology to work with.
Well, it's interesting that they're able to like clone themselves, regrow appendages. I'm gonna go on the Wikipedia page. It's insane. There's
What the fuck?
tons of different kinds too. They're predators, so they grab their prey and then liquefy them, and then feed off of it. And they have their eggs and their sperm in
These aren't
rows, so they're
aliens,
like,
bro.
so
These
like
aren't aliens.
they're self fertilizing. So they just like release their eggs, release their sperm, fertilize the eggs outside of the body, like externally, and then they go do their thing. That's super crazy. I mean, these are aliens, but that's what I'm saying. The ocean's terrifying.
Yeah, see, you know
These
what
are
I'm thinking? You
aliens.
know, yeah, because this is what it is. That there's like life that was like, or could have been like organically developed here on Earth, but then there's like asteroids that hit that have like microbes and shit.
Yeah,
And I feel like that's what we see with a lot of the sea life here. Is like, yeah, it's like it lives on Earth only, but it might have come from like a different type of microbe shit that we do, or maybe that's like all animals, or maybe not all animals, but all like kind of, it's like a bunch of different like asteroids with different types of life brought it here
yeah.
because like regenerating or reverting back to childhood just forever. What, like, didn't you just never die
Just going back in some like protective mechanism.
forever? That like,
That's wild.
what the fuck?
Just revert back and then clone
Yeah, dude.
yourself.
And then we're not gonna figure this out. You tell me AI is not gonna figure that out?
It's kind of scary.
It already exists.
Well, it already exists. We don't understand it.
I mean, the first comb jelly to live forever has already been born, Joseph.
True. That's what they say. And they know all.
Okay, final article, y'all. From The Verge by Chris Welch. Apple is fixing a voice dictation bug that substitutes Trump for racist. The company confirmed a fix is coming ASAP after a video showing the odd switcheroo spread across social media. Apple has acknowledged that a peculiar bug with the iPhone dictation feature that briefly displays Trump when someone says the word racist. The Verge has been unable to reproduce the issue, but it picked up attention on Tuesday after a video demonstrating the strange substitution went viral on TikTok and other social media. The company provided a statement to the New York Times and Fox News confirming the bug. We are aware of an issue with the speech recognition model that powers dictation, and we are rolling out a fix as soon as possible. An unnamed spokesperson said, according to Fox News, apparently the issue boils down to phonetic overlap between Trump and racist. Whatever, dude. The company told Fox News that other words with an R consonant are also occasionally affected. But John Berkey, who formerly worked on Siri team at Apple, told the Times that Trump's name appearing smells like a serious prank that could have been purposefully carried out by someone internally. Regardless of the technical reason behind it, the awkward glitch comes a day after Apple announced plans to invest more than $500 billion in the United States over the next 4 years. The company is looking to blunt the potential impact of tariffs put into place by President Donald Trump, with the 10% tariff already in effect on goods imported from China and a 25% tariff threatened for chips. I was at the dispensary, and this was yesterday. The guy asked me what I was doing, and I was like, "Oh, we're recording the podcast." And he goes, he's like, "What are you guys gonna be talking about?" And then I like told him, I was like trying to think of like what we have in the notes, and he was like, I was like, oh yeah, and then like I think if you like say Trump in your iPhone, it like racist pops up. He's like, that's a bad look for Apple. I go, it's a bad look for somebody, dude. Like, Apple?
That's probably somebody did that internally, though.
For sure.
Because there was the video that was playing through that had like the video of Trump sucking or kissing Elon Musk's feet. Did you see that? That
Yeah,
like played.
that was playing at the Housing and Urban Development Department.
Yeah, on some computers, they couldn't figure out how to get it off, so they just unplugged the computers. It's the most boomer shit ever. Like, how do we make it stop? They'll keep letting it run. Don't turn off the monitor or unplug it or just turn the fucking thing off. Just let it keep going. That's gonna frantically run around and figure out. Yeah, I mean, I feel like there's probably more of that going on that we don't even know, or people are fucking with them. But I mean, I feel like getting caught would suck.
Whatever. The revolution will be digitized.
What does that even mean? That's pretty sweet shirt. That's pretty awesome, actually.
That.
It was Lindros that's before his first concussion.
Shut the fuck up. Close this out.
You got anything deep, meta?
Meditate, bitches.
As always, we appreciate y'all listening. Make sure you like, follow, subscribe, leave a comment, do whatever, share. We really appreciate y'all checking us out. Sorry for the delay and then the internet downage. I'm out here I'm in Greg Abbott's zone, dude. It's a war zone out here, bro. There's squeaky wheelchair wheels everywhere. I'm walking around with WD-40 just trying to keep them off my front porch. You know what I'm saying?
All right, then.
But, no, we'll be back next week. And, yeah, y'all just pay attention. I know it's really frustrating to listen to a lot of this stupid shit that's going on in the news or listening to Donald Trump just talk at all. But pay attention. Don't just completely tune it out because, like you were saying earlier, there's a lot of shit that's going on. I think people are getting burned out, and you can't necessarily, give up.
This is not the time.
Now is not the time to not be paying attention. And all this stupid stuff is just distractions from other stuff that they're trying to do. So please just pay the fuck attention. But yeah, as always, be good, be safe, stay out of trouble, and as always, go fuck yourselves.
Recording stopped.
Scratch out, I'll get some beers and get chuggy. Nah, man, I know what I need, some more Man Huggie. Oh, Man Huggie. Some more Man Huggie. Put your headphones on for proper audio.